So this is the PP podcast.
No, it's not the PB podcast. But I think it'd be good if it was just like the music goes. Oh, we're going already? Oh, okay, sick.
You can start whenever you'd like.
Whenever I would like. Okay. Welcome everybody back to the Peeps in a podcast, the only podcast that gives you your daily recommended serving of greens. Now today, it's our second episode and we want you guys to get to know us a little bit more, get to know who we are, what our personalities are like. And so I started thinking, like, what's the number one scientific way that we all know who we are? Personality quizzes, obviously, they're the most accurate thing in the world. Like, most of the personality quizzes are like, pick your favorite bread and this will tell you about your personality or whatever. And they're literally like the dumbest things in the world, but I have spent so much time just like scouring through BuzzFeed, taking all of these personality quizzes.
And do you not think there's any merit at all in any of those?
Well, not in any of the BuzzFeed quizzes, no, because I don't think if I pick like, or one of my favorite ones is like decorate a cake, or pick your dream wedding and we'll tell you when you're gonna get married. And I'm like, I don't see the merit.
I saw a quiz like that today. It's like, tell us about your favorite foods, and I'll tell you what year you're gonna get married. I believe that. I believe that.
You believe the science behind it.
Hell no.
But that's what I'm saying, because like I think a good majority of them are just for fun, obviously, and in my case at least, it's just kill time while I'm at work. Not my current job. If my employers are listening to this, I love
Oh
my
my.
current job.
Hopefully not. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer: I don't do this. I don't do personality quizzes while I'm at work. But I mean, in the past when I was young, yeah. But there are some quizzes that I do. I don't know if there's merit to them, but I put them in a higher regard, let's say. Like, for example, like I live, breathe, and die my Hogwarts house. Like, I took that quiz the minute Pottermore came out, and I was able to take the quiz. And I am a diehard Slytherin. Anybody who tells me otherwise is wrong. I will get into debates about this. I have gotten into debates about this with my sister.
Aren't you a Ravenclaw?
No, how dare you, sir?
When you took the test, you got Slytherin?
Yeah, 100%. That was the first time I took the test. I got Slytherin, and I was kind of upset because I wanted a Gryffindor, as I think most Harry Potter fans do. But then I made another account, and I took the quiz again, and I still got Slytherin. So I was like, you know what?
Whoa.
I gotta die on this ship. I gotta go down with it.
Yep.
So
I got Hufflepuff, and then I took the quiz again because everyone like hates Hufflepuff, which excuse me, you're not supposed to judge. And so I took it again trying to get Gryffindor, and I got Hufflepuff again.
that's such a Hufflepuff thing to say.
Which is crazy because like the quiz, I don't know if any of you guys have like done it, but if you do it, the questions are like, which way do you want to go, the forest or the beach? And it's like, how did you know that I was a Hufflepuff if you're asking me if I like the forest?
Hold on. I know you guys are gonna slay me because I haven't watched or done anything with Harry Potter, so I have no clue. Yes, blue me all you want, but what the hell does the house have to do with your personality? Are they all split into personalities? Is that what it is?
For like the short answer is yes. Each house highlights a certain personality trait, so to speak.
Okay.
Like Gryffindors are very brave, Slytherins are cunning and awesome and amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, okay.
No bias here, no bias. Hufflepuffs are loyal, Ravenclaws are smart, and stuff like
Okay.
that. I mean, it goes more in depth than that.
And Slytherin are people are just assholes? Or
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Shots fired.
Because Slytherin, from what I know of Harry Potter, are bad people, right? They're the evil
I
people.
think it's funny because she said from what I know about Harry Potter, and she's seen like half of the first movie.
The picture is a snake. Snakes is not a good representation, so that's why I'm really curious. Like, what's the science behind that? You know?
Okay, well, first of all, the science behind your comments is hurtful.
I'm sorry, I'm speaking from ignorance because I really don't know.
But like Sarah said, this could be a podcast in and of itself because like we
Yeah.
can go in on Harry Potter lore, especially since you and George don't know anything about Harry Potter. But it's the stereotype that most Slytherins are evil, but we're not. You know, we're just conniving,
They're
we're
evil.
witty, we're out, we're just trying to get to where we need to go, and people need to get out of our way.
So you slither like a snake through the people, through the haters.
You said conniving and witty and trying to go where you gotta go. That sounds like the fox from Dora the Explorer, and that fox is not a good guy.
You don't want to be Swiper.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you want to be Swiper? Slytherin, Swiper. Same letter.
There we go. That's it.
It's the
That's it right there.
sisses. It's the sisses.
It's the sisses.
But it's things like that, like the Hogwarts houses. I and many of the people I know that are hardcore Harry Potter fans, like we live, breathe, and die our houses. I made everybody take that quiz. Like my sisters they're both Hufflepuffs. My brother's a Gryffindor, and like for this one, I feel like I see a little bit more merit into it. And like zodiac signs, also that's not really a personality quiz per se, but I think that kind of I would put it under the same category. And I personally believe in astrology. I'm not like the person, like a go-to person that can tell you everything about all of the signs. If we're putting it in the same category, then yeah, I would say that zodiac signs kind of fall under the same thing, where it holds a little bit of water, I feel.
I see.
But BuzzFeed doesn't.
But BuzzFeed doesn't. No. I think I took a
Come on.
BuzzFeed quiz once, and it told me I was gonna have 8 kids, 4
Whoa,
girls and 4
shit.
boys, and I'm like,
I mean,
You ready for that, George?
you ready for that, George? Anna has to birth them.
Yeah. Do we need to have another podcast about the circle of life?
Probably.
No. I think I told him that, and he's like, "Are you're gonna do that? Are you ready for that? Because that's not gonna be with me." Which I think is fair. 8 kids is a lot of children.
That's a lot, yeah.
But you know, I feel like it's just some kind of weird algorithm, but it's so much fun to do.
You know, I did take a Harry Potter quiz once, though, in high school. And I got Gryffindor.
Hey!
I don't know if that holds weight to this, but yes, I'm a Gryffindor.
Yeah. You've never taken the Pottermore test, Natalie?
I think it was the Pottermore test. Okay. I think my best friend told me about it, Angie. And
yeah,
Angie. She's huge Harry Potter
Shout
fan.
out to Angie for being cool.
Yeah, shout out to Angie.
And we all got different like houses, so I was like, okay, maybe this is right. I don't know.
Obviously right.
But
there's no other option but for if it asks you, do you want a forest or a beach, and it can tell you what house you're in, that's true. That's 100. That's not an algorithm.
That's science. One of my favorite things though is the Hogwarts or Harry Potter personality quizzes where it's trying to sort you into a house, and it's the answers are very pointedly toward one house. It's like, what's your favorite animal? And it just lists the mascots of all the houses.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite weapon? And one's like a sword.
Yeah. The other one's like potions class or something. I do find it interesting though that there are quizzes where it's like, what character are you from like this book, movie, whatever. And if I don't get the person that I want, I'm like offended.
I just retake it until I get it.
That's cheating. Are you sure you're not the Slytherin?
I tried to retake it, remember, and I kept getting Hufflepuff. They should have taken my amount of tries into consideration, but
But then you were kind of loyal to your house then in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you always picking that.
I bleed yellow. And yellow is in such a unintimidating color too. I'm just saying, we're yellow badgers, right?
It's because Hufflepuffs are not intimidating, just in general.
The name Hufflepuff, like
that makes me think of like the pufferfish, kind of.
Well, pufferfish are.
I think of pastries.
Pufferfish are kind of like, they're kind of badass though. Oh, but I did read something that pufferfish, when they puff up, they they release a toxin that usually like either scares their predators away or like stuns them or whatever. But dolphins, it doesn't have the desired effect. For dolphins, it gets them high when they touch a pufferfish, when it's puffed up.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
heard
yeah,
about
I heard
that.
about that. They pass them
Yeah.
around like a joint. It's
Oh
crazy.
my
It's literally
god.
like Puff Puff Pass, but with a pufferfish and dolphins.
Dolphins are humans. Low key.
Dolphins are humans but
What?
fish,
They're
Yes.
I'd
mammals.
say. They're humans but fish. Oh, I guess they're mammals. You're right.
Yeah.
They're not fish. Whatever. I'm not a, what is that called? Biologist. Right? Is there a word for people who study fish? I think
Yes,
there
there
is.
is. But the only word that
What's it
that
called?
comes to mind right now is pescatarian.
Pescatarians?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's not right.
Okay, wait, but I don't know if this is a fact about the pufferfish, but this is something that I saw the other day and I was like, well, how come I never thought of that? So like, you know how like you think of a pufferfish and you think they like fill up with air? They're in the ocean. They fill up with water.
Oh my god. I don't think I've ever thought about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you think they fill up with air, but they don't. It's water.
But where are
Yeah,
they getting the air
crazy.
from? Like they can't.
Exactly, but you never think about that because it's called pufferfish. It's not called waterer fish. You know, it's not called drink fish. It's called puffer fish.
Well,
You
it's
think
because
it's
puff
air.
is
It's
the
not.
action of getting bigger. That does not mean
Yeah,
that you're getting
I guess
bigger
that's
with water.
true.
That's just us land creatures thinking that we own the place.
Yeah, that's just me being a pothead. I'm like, puff, that's definitely air. We're inhaling.
Oh my god.
Um, but back to the matter at hand. I don't even know how we got here, honestly, at this point. But there are certain personality quizzes that I think they can tell you something about yourself, and I don't think that they're all encompassing. Like this is what you are, and that's it. But it's kind of like that. What's that scientific test, Sierra? The one with the 4 letters. What's it called?
It's the Myers Briggs
Yeah, the
test.
Myers Briggs test, which, if you've taken a psychology course, you've probably taken this or at least heard of it. But that one I think is kind of interesting. And I took it and I got ESTJ, which is extroverted, sensing, thinking, and judging, which I thought was really interesting because I have always been an introvert. Well, I am an introvert, but I always get like toward the introversion part of the scale every time I take this test. So now that I'm like reading through this new one, I'm like, oh my god, am I like a new person? A phoenix risen from the ashes?
You are. You have. What's it called? You've evolved.
Yeah, I guess.
She's a Pokemon.
But
Mhm.
with the Myers Briggs test, it's 4 categories, right?
Yeah.
And there's 2 types for each category. So you're either going to be one or the other, right? And so you take this test. So the first category, it's extroversion or introversion. The second category is intuitive and sensing. The third category is thinking and feeling, and the last one is perceiving and judging. So you basically take this test and they ask you a ton of questions that seem very vague, and then it tells you like which one you lean more towards. So coincidentally, Anna and I got the same exact answers: extroversion, sensing,
Really?
thinking, and judging. Yeah, we got the same 4.
Which is
Oh,
really
wow.
weird
It's
because
pretty
I
wild.
fully expected to not get the opposite of you, but get like you toned down. Because we have a very similar personality, especially when we're together, but separately, I think you would be more extroverted than I am, which I guess isn't really saying much because we're both pretty introverted, but still.
I barely got extroverted though.
Wait, what did you get? I got a 50.
I got
Oh,
54.
see, more extroverted, but by a little bit.
But it's weird that you say that back when you took it, that your answers have changed since then, because the last time I took it was probably my first year of college, which was, I don't know how many years. I'm not about to do math. That was years ago.
Well,
And
7 years ago.
I got basically the same thing, but I got introversion as well back then, and then I also got feeling instead of thinking. And I think the other 2 are the same. So I've basically become more extroverted and more logical instead of emotional since I started college to now, which I think is pretty, like, that's pretty cool to think about, you know, how you can change.
Is that just the death of the child inside of us?
Yeah, that's just us being like, oh, well, death and taxes.
Damn, this shit just got depressing.
But if you want to read the description, like, so it tells you the 4 things you are, and then it gives you like a general description of yourself. And I want to see if they gave us the same description, Anna, because I haven't read yours yet.
Okay.
So it says ESTJ, and then it says The Guardian. Is that what
Yeah.
yours says?
I think if we both
All right,
got the same 4 letters, then it should be the same.
it'll say the
Yeah.
same thing, right? Yeah. So it says ESTJ, The Guardian. Practical, traditional, and organized, likely to be athletic, not interested in theory or abstraction unless they see the practical application. And then it says good citizens who value security and peaceful living,
I mean, yeah.
which I do value security and peaceful living, but I feel like a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a common thing. Nobody wants to be like, "Oh man, I'm living too peacefully. I need to go find some chaos."
Yeah, I feel too safe. Let me leave my door unlocked tonight. Like, no one's gonna,
You live life on the edge. But I just wonder if with mine, like I'm on the border of a lot of these. Like I'm not too extroverted or too whatever. Like I'm 52 on extroversion, 43 on sensing, 67 on thinking, and 40 on judging. So
You're pretty thinking. You're
I'm
thinking,
thinking
Anna.
hard.
You're thinking.
But for that one, I feel like I used to be more feeling. And back to our depressing point, I think I'm just, getting old and sad.
Yeah, because I definitely used to be more feeling too. Or maybe we're like coming to terms with our emotions, so we're just like less hectic. It's like we're just less chaotic.
Maybe. I mean, that's the whole thing as being a teenager, aren't you like considered to not be able to handle your emotions and
Yeah, we have prefrontal cortex is fully developed now, so watch
oh
out,
hell
world.
yeah.
But so you're saying that you believe these tests more than like Facebook tests, but don't you think you don't think there's like specific people who were like hired by Facebook that like maybe have a psych degree and are making like tests to like put online? You don't think that's happening?
No. No, I do not. In fact,
You
George,
don't think a guy named Myers Briggs is like doing like potato tests online?
no, I can almost guarantee that. Because let's hop to Facebook, okay?
I can almost guarantee that.
Let me call him up real quick. But let's hop over to Facebook. George took a Facebook personality test today. And George, what was the test about?
So it was a foot test apparently, right?
Ayo.
For all the people with the fetishes out there.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
Bring this up real quick. So essentially, it was just based on your toe alignments on your feet, I guess, right? So if you had like a longer second toe than like it is like your bigger toe, or your feet are all even, something like that, right? And then the one that I got was something called the flame foot or Greek foot.
The flame
Flame
foot?
foot, yeah, I don't understand it.
The flame foot. That seems
Because
intense.
his feet are hot.
His feet are hot.
So
For all you fetish people out there, George has got hot feet,
hot
boy.
in Greek, you know,
Hot in Greek.
from this Puerto Rican guy. Anyways, so essentially, what it says is that the standout feature is longer second toe than the rest of the toes. It generally denotes someone who is active, sporty, and creative, and is enthusiastic about new ideas and other people. So, I mean, to a degree, but the quiz was literally that one question. Like that was it. The shape,
Wait, it was just one question?
Yes, the shape of your foot. Literally it.
That's racist.
Yeah, so to your question, Sierra, I don't know how scientific that is, but hey,
You got me.
I'm
You
not
got
a
me on that one.
podiatrist.
You
I'm
got
not
me
going
on
to
that
pretend to be a foot expert here.
I mean, maybe on like the sporty or like active part of it, maybe most people who are active have that longer second toe. I don't know,
But I feel
but
like
that would be more a scientific way to do it than it is to just like be like, hey, this is your personality based on this.
so you think that having a longer second toe helps you in sports?
It might.
Balance.
I have a
Help
longer
balance.
second toe.
It could help with
My second toe is longer, and I am an athlete, and that is the same with Natalie.
Wait, so y'all have Greek feet, all of you?
I guess so.
Yeah, I just checked. I just
just
checked.
checked
That's
your
all
You
I
leg.
looked
checked.
you looked at your toes just now?
Yeah,
You had to recheck?
Honestly,
I
while
had to
George was talking
recheck.
about
Make sure I
his
had all
Greek
10.
foot, I'm like, what do my feet look like? Like I actually had to look down to find out.
Do you have a Greek foot?
No, I don't have a Greek foot. I have
Oh.
like a if you guys remember that Singular Raising the Bar? It was like a phone
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I have that kind of foot. So just picture that in your minds.
your telecommunications company letting you down? Come on over to Anna's foot. She's
I
got it
got
all.
you. Calls will never drop on these piggies. I think that's one of the weirdest things I've ever said.
Well, also, I think George's answers were generalizations that could apply to most people. Like
Yeah.
for new ideas and to meet new people. I mean, the meeting new people thing, but like anyone's going to be enthused for a new idea. It's a new idea. Like why would you be sad? Like, "Oh, you thought of something cool?" Damn, that sucks.
And to be fair, I'm reading over the description and they spelled apparently wrong. So I'm done with them. They know nothing.
You're right. They can't even proofread.
Moving on. Well, maybe they have a different kind of foot that's not good at proofreading.
All right. So who do you think is worse at quizzes, BuzzFeed or Facebook?
I would say BuzzFeed because BuzzFeed, it's like if you're
Really?
going through the
Oh, yeah.
quizzes, it literally looks like they picked up some random stuff or they had those like magnet words and they just threw it against a refrigerator and it's like, okay, yeah, cake, decorating, yes, when they're gonna die, perfect.
When they're
Yeah,
gonna
it's like
die.
decorate
Wow.
your next birthday cake and we'll tell you the day of your death.
But I think any quiz can be better than a one question quiz, right?
Maybe more fun, but I don't know. Natalie, didn't you took
You're
a
right.
BuzzFeed quiz?
Oh,
What
God.
what quiz did you pick?
Yes, I feel like a fool, but yes. They recently had this BuzzFeed quiz like come out in February apparently. The title of it is "Tell us your favorite foods and we'll guess what type of personality you have." Well, it's very simple. I mean, they only asked me like 5 different groups of foods to choose from. Let's just say I chose things simply as fruit, chicken nuggets, popcorn. They asked me to pick a fast food place, even though nowadays I don't really eat fast food, especially because of pandemic.
Hashtag
So
Corona.
yeah, thanks Corona. But yeah, I picked like Dunkin' Donuts because like I like coffee, so I really just go there more than fucking McDonald's, really, and Wendy's. Um, so literally all these basic foods that I picked gave me a result of the main word that they describe me is outgoing. And right then and there, I'm just like, nah, okay. I'm the opposite of that for sure. And then the description is literally like one sentence. They say, you are a perfect mix of funny, chill, and intelligence, which I can see that. But I'm not outgoing.
Not biased.
I'm not. I don't, I'm really quiet and stuff. And like, yeah, I'll hang out and stuff with people. I like that. But I'm not outgoing. So I just don't see the truth in that, to be honest. But hey, it was fun. BuzzFeed is fun.
Yeah, you could definitely
Stupid,
get
but fun.
lost in a BuzzFeed quiz section.
There's so many. There's so many, like, of stupid things too. Like I said earlier, freaking anything that you pick from your favorite foods, they'll tell you what year you'll get married. Like, how do you come up with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's living a healthy lifestyle. She's gonna get married when she's 42.
Oh God.
I
Oh
think
no.
it's funny how her description of the result had nothing to do with the result.
See, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
they
Yeah.
just started listing more adjectives. It was just more adjectives. It's like let's just pile on a bunch of adjectives. One of them's got to be it.
Exactly. See, at least George's Facebook quiz had like a couple sentences and misspellings, but oh well.
Oh God.
But that's what I'm saying is like BuzzFeed can't be trusted. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I love BuzzFeed. I love their quizzes. I follow a couple of their channels on YouTube, but I'm not going to look at their quizzes as fact. Let's see. I'll do it if I have like time to kill, but other than that, I'm not going there if I'm having like a life crisis.
I'm just wondering how my answer of I love chicken nuggets made them think, "Oh my God, this girl's outgoing." Yes, and then I don't get that.
And I feel like the quizzes like that are they give you something that's just so common. Like everybody loves chicken nuggets. It might not be your favorite food,
Oh
but
yeah.
nobody's gonna say, "Nah, I don't want a chicken nugget."
You're right. I will always eat a chicken nugget.
Exactly. So
Who wouldn't?
I think we can all agree that there's some personality quizzes that it's like, okay, maybe there's some science behind that, maybe that kind of makes sense, and there's other ones that are just straight baloney. Can we get a consensus on that?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Baloney.
for sure.
Straight baloney. But now that we've gone through a little bit of a personality quizzes and gotten to know a little bit about our feet, a little bit about our eating habits, I thought it would be fun to play a quick little game and kind of shoot off some facts and see how well not only do we know each other, but also let our listeners in on the intricacies of our lives. So we're going to go ahead and play 2 rounds of 2 truths and a lie. So the way this works is we've all compiled a list. So we're going to have how the name is 2 truths and a lie, and then we're going to say it and everybody's going to be able to guess what the lie is. Now, we kind of had to go into the archives for this, and honestly, it was one of the harder things I've had to do because we've all known each other for so long, maybe too long, that I'm like, this is going to be the easiest game in the world. But basically,
I think I got some good ones. I think I got some good
I've really
ones.
tried on this one. But basically, we're gonna go around. I would say around the room, but we're not in the same room. But we'll go around and we'll say our truths and our truths and our facts. We'll say our truths and a lie, and we each have one question that we can ask the person to try to like trip them up and try to find out what the lie is. Sound good?
If you want to. Sounds good to
Yeah,
me.
if you want to. If you're absolutely certain, then you're gonna guess last because there are some of these that I think George will know right off the bat. So if you know it, if you're absolutely 100% sure, just say that you're going to guess last and don't ruin the fun for everyone.
Gotcha. I'm going to try to sway you guys to guess the wrong one.
Scandal.
Oh my god.
I'm not even a Slytherin, and I'm doing it.
Snake.
Yeah, so
Swiper.
it's the Sierra.
Oh.
Oh shit, my name does start with the S.
Triple S.
He blew my mind.
Okay, so who wants to go first? Natalie, you want to go first?
All right, I will.
I'm interested for this one
Okay.
because Natalie, I've known you the least amount of time, so I feel like this is
Yeah.
gonna be tricky for me.
All
I got
right.
this.
Sierra, I fully
I just
expect you
jinxed
to be guessing
myself.
last on all of these.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Okay. I am afraid of the dark. Once being in the architecture program at my university, I had to present and it was not going well and I started crying in front of the people. And I got hit in the head with a gun.
What the? Oh, wow, that last one threw me for a loop.
I'm laughing because I don't know the answer.
Damn.
Okay, so
This is like a girlfriend test. You guys set me up.
so
Newlywed game.
so you got it's either you got hit in the head with a gun, you were presenting and you started to cry because it wasn't going well, or what was the first one? That you're afraid of the dark.
I'm afraid of the
Afraid
dark.
of the dark.
Okay. Huh. All right, I have a question. Was the gun loaded?
Yes, it was loaded.
No further questions.
We have her on video too, so I'm trying to read her body language.
Any questions?
I'm good.
Oh, you know? Oh, you know?
Oh, he knows. So George, you're closer to my girlfriend than me, is what you're saying.
Natalie and George talk.
That seems fishy. I think I know the answer, but oh man, I think I know the
Nobody
answer.
else is gonna ask a question. Okay.
Oh, how long have you been scared of the dark?
All my life.
That's a good answer.
I mean, I'm not just like up until 15, all of a sudden I wake up one night, I'm like, oh my god, what's that in my corner? I'm not. You're always scared of the dark. I mean,
Yeah, come on, Sierra. Wait, if George isn't gonna ask a question, can I steal his question?
Steal my question.
okay, sure.
After you started crying, allegedly, what did your teacher do? Did he let you like represent?
Oh heck no. The architects are heartless. You fuck up or you just keep going. Like, or they ask you, "Are you done?" And yeah,
That's so rude.
no, yeah, they're rude. No, I'm serious. They're heartless as fuck. But yeah.
Okay. Do we have our answers?
I think I'm gonna guess last, even though I don't know the
Okay.
answer.
So, George, you got your answer?
Yeah.
All right. Go. What do you think it is, George?
So I think the gun is the lie, and the other two are the truth.
You know, I was gonna go that way too, but I feel like that's just so outlandish that it has to be true. Like you kind of throw a reverse psychology in there when you think of these things. So I'm gonna go with no. I feel like I gotta go gun. The gun is the lie.
All right, so I'm gonna explain why I'm so confused right now.
Okay.
Since you guys already answered. So one, I don't feel like she's ever mentioned to me that she's scared of the dark. So I feel like she's not scared of the dark, but also she never sleeps completely in the dark. So, but is that just because we're millennials and she sleeps with her TV on, or is that because she's scared of the dark? I have no idea. And I also know she's been around guns. Like I know she's been around guns.
But enough to get hit in the face.
I don't know
with
if
one?
she's been dangerously around guns, but she's been around guns. I don't know how
I
dangerous.
feel like I've heard Natalie say that she's scared of the dark.
I feel like I've heard that too.
Like
Ugh.
for your birthday, I think what last year? When we were on the house, I think somebody turned the light off and you screamed. If I'm not mistaken, but
Thanks, Anna, for making me look like a little bitch.
but okay, so Sierra, your guess is
But
that
she could have screamed about anything though. I'm just gonna, since you guys picked gun, I'm just gonna go with the opposite because I'm one of those people. I'm gonna go with the lie is that she's scared of the dark.
Okay, Natalie, drum roll.
All right, so the lie. You want to know the lie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I cried in front of my class.
Damn it!
Wait, that was the lie?
I was
Yep.
gonna say that one too, but
No, Natalie, didn't that happen? I feel like you told me that story.
dang, she
What?
played us because you had so many details
For real.
or more details.
Yo, wait, Natalie, you didn't
Okay.
cry in front of our architecture presentation? Or was it a
Okay,
different
hold on.
presentation that wasn't architecture?
Okay, let me explain. Okay. So the architecture part where I cried, I did cry, but not in front of the people. As soon as my presentation was over, I went behind the crowd and kind of cried in the corner.
Oh, so you fooled me.
You didn't listen to my wording.
That's clever.
I'd just like to point out that one of her truths was got hit in the head by a gun, and our first question was, "You cried in front of people?"
It's because we know Natalie a thug.
She thug life.
Wait, but
Okay,
who hit you
wait.
in the head with a gun?
All right,
Was it?
okay, the gun part. I was hit in the head with a loaded gun, and it was a Nerf gun.
Oh
I
my
figured it was
Oh
that.
my
I figured it
god!
was that.
Get out of
That
here!
doesn't no.
All right, thank you for joining us in the podcast today, you guys. You can join us next week.
Natalie just wrecked all of our lives. Okay, so nobody got that right? I'm gonna keep score.
No,
Nobody got that
right.
All right. George, you want to go next?
I guess we just think you are a little bitch, Natalie.
All right, George, hit us.
Alright, so since I've had my license, I've had 5 vehicles, I've been to 8 concerts, and I've helped engineer 2 mixtapes.
George, we only get drunk together. I don't know any of these answers.
That's prime time for asking questions, but you know.
Sierra's like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Sierra. What's your name again?" I'm gonna guess last because I think I know the answer to this.
Wait, so I feel like where I'm gonna fail is in the numbers because I'm so bad at math.
There's no math involved. What do you mean?
I know. It's just numbers. But okay, so I feel like George has owned more than 5 cars is the thing. George is a car guy for all of you guys who don't know.
Yeah.
But more than 5? Okay. I've only been around your life for like 3 of them that I can think of. The one you have now. Do you still have that one I want to call your car shitty, but like, you know, the one.
But let's call a spade a
Let's call it
spade.
spade.
And so that makes 2. Wait, is that the same one he's driving now? That would count as a question. I can't ask that. I only can think of 3 cars. Maybe you have had only 5. 8 concerts, engineered 2 mixtapes. George knows 2 people who make music, and one is his brother,
Yes.
and one of his brother is his brother. So I don't see why, but George doesn't sing or rap.
Well, you don't have to sing or rap to engineer a
He ha-
mixtape.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
he
his
was in the
brother
background.
is a music producer. Why would he need to help?
More than
You
I'm
never
overthinking
know.
is
this.
always good.
All right, so I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna go with, can you name all 8 of those concerts?
Honestly, probably not. But I can give you 2 of my favorite ones.
Give me 3.
3? Okay.
You drive a hard bargain.
Okay, you got it. All right, so the first concert I ever went to was actually for ASAP Ferg. This had to be probably like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. He came down to Wynwood. Before Wynwood was cleaned up and it looked really nice and shit, it was before that. So it's still kind of like, hood and...
You mean it's cleaned up now?
Oh.
It's better than what it used to be, I'll tell you that.
Some parts.
But yeah, the first concert was ASAP Ferg, and this was like right before he dropped his first album. The second one was for Chiodos, which actually was on Clematis.
I know about that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chiodos.
So Chiodos, that's when they got back together right before they dropped. I forgot the name of the album, to be honest. But yeah, that was 2013. This was like freshman year of college. And then I also went to a Big Sean concert too.
That answer didn't help me at all. Next.
I have a question. Can you name the kinds of cars you own?
Natalie's like, can you name 3 more concerts?
So my first car was the Corolla, 98
Okay.
Corolla. You know, that shit has no depth to it.
Oh
Then
yeah.
I had the Miata. I don't know if that's the shitty one you were talking about.
No. I was talking about the
I
Corolla.
saw your
I
Miata.
was talking about the Corolla.
I've seen your Miata.
Yeah, I had the Miata for a little bit. I had that for what, 2 years, almost 3 years. And
Too long.
And then I had the RX-7 too,
Oh.
which that's like the long.
Oh, I forgot about the RX-7. That one was nice.
So I still have that. It's like long-term project background, you know, life, work.
This
I
is a
think I'm
toughie.
ready.
Very tough.
And are you gonna ask a question?
No, I think I have all the answers I need.
I think I'm gonna.
She knows.
I think I'm gonna guess.
All right, go.
I think he's lying about the cars.
Ooh, really? Okay.
I'm going to go a different route and say he has not been to that many concerts. Maybe like one less than 8,
You're right,
7,
Natalie.
or something.
You're right. You're right. Because him naming 3 concerts does not prove he went to 8. That only proves he went to 3.
Those other ones are anomalies.
Anomalies.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I was gonna go with the concerts one at first, but then you asked him to name all of the cars he's owned, and he only named 3.
No, he named 4, I think.
No, he didn't. He said the Corolla, the Miata,
He named
and the
3.
RX-7. He said those.
Boom, that's why I picked it.
Yes.
I picked it too because he couldn't even lie good enough to make up cars.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with it's that one. You have not owned 5 cars since you've gotten your license.
Well, that is actually right. I haven't been to 8 concerts.
God damn it!
What?
I should have gone with like what? I would have got 2 points.
So concerts that I paid for, I only went to 3 of them. As far as cars, I did say vehicles. I didn't say cars. So I've had.
And you have a
fuck.
bike. You have a bike too. When I remember when you mentioned the bike, you haven't mentioned it now. So I'm like, he's trying to keep that from us. He's trying to confuse us. So I knew it. You're a car guy. Like I knew you had like a lot of cars. Like I just knew it.
Man.
So I have the 98 Corolla, which my brother's driving it now for work and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Miata that I had for a couple of years that I boosted and ended up trading it for another RX-7. So that's the black one that I have, and then I had the red RX-7.
Oh my god, I forgot about the red RX-7.
Oh shit!
Damn it.
I forgot about the
red
one that
RX-7
wasn't the
too.
red one.
And I bought the bike a few months back, which I finally got it running and whatnot. So yeah,
That's a nice bike, by the
Nice.
way.
Yeah.
It's a 1200,
now that
y'all.
I fixed
It's
it all
so
up, yeah,
fast.
it's really nice.
Honestly, Natalie, your question threw me off because now I'm gonna start writing down your guys's like truths and lies because that was the wording. I was like, oh man, he tripped up because he said cars, not vehicles. But dang it, I would have gotten it. I feel bad now. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to reevaluate my life.
I based my answer off of the same thing, Anna, and we both got it wrong.
You and me, Sierra, we're ESTFJ or whatever. our
Yeah,
personality was.
LMNOPQRSTUNV.
Exactly. Okay, my turn. Yeah. Alrighty, ready? I don't go on those boat pendulum rides. You know, the ones that go like back and forth. I don't go on those anymore because I almost fell out of one when I was little.
Huh.
I've read the dictionary for fun.
Mm.
And I got kicked out of a bar in Ecuador for speaking English.
I don't know if that actually happens over there, but that's funny. Not for you, I guess, but like.
It was super fun. For those of you that don't know, I'm Ecuadorian, so that's why I was over there. I guess you could be in Ecuador for other reasons.
Interesting.
The second one was I've read the dictionary for fun.
Read the dictionary for fun. That seems like something middle school Anna would do.
Middle school Anna does sound nerdy, so
Hey!
Yeah.
hold it out there.
Wait, so I read the dictionary for fun. I got kicked out of a bar for speaking English. And you don't ride those boat rides because you almost fell out of them one time?
So
That is correct,
how
sir.
old were you?
But you ride roller coasters.
When I read the dictionary, I was 11 or 12, but I want to lean towards 12.
Middle school.
Yes,
you.
middle school Anna.
So middle school Anna was nerdy. Got it.
Unless she's basing her answer off of me saying it was middle school, in which case that's a perfect lie.
I don't know.
That'd be pretty good.
All
Okay, I think I have a question.
right, hit me with your question, Natalie.
This bar that you were at in Ecuador, was it bumping? Like, was it busy?
What kind
Like-
of question?
She's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how lit was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was really packed because they had like an outside patio section. And on the inside, there were a lot of people too, but like the music wasn't that loud until you got like inside. Because it was more of like
What
that
was-
chill,
Okay.
like drink and sit type of place.
Oh.
Mm-mm. How many chances did you get before they kicked you out? Like, how many times did you have to get caught speaking English before the bar guy was like, I don't know about that?
Well, I know I was speaking English like here and there to my sister, but so I don't know how many times he heard me, but I guess enough to be like, hey, get out.
They don't like Americans?
So he's racist.
They don't like Americans?
Nobody
I mean, I
outside
wouldn't-
of America likes Americans.
I was about to say I wouldn't like Americans either, to be honest.
No offense to Americans, we all live in the United States, so. But it's also like strict facts.
America.
Yeah, I am American.
I am America.
I am American.
Oh man, I'm leaning between two of
Out
them.
of 3.
But and I already asked you a question, so I lost that chance.
George, do you know the answer?
I think I do. Otherwise,
Because we all asked questions, so now we have to guess. I'll guess first. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the lie is that you don't go on those boat rides because one time you fell out when you were a child.
Almost fell out. She did not
Well,
fall out.
That'd be crazy if she did.
She wouldn't
If
be
she
here.
did
She would
fall
not be
out,
here
you're
today.
right. She almost fell out. But honestly, my gut is telling me the Ecuador story just because Anna's so really good at lying and making up stories because I learned that about you. Our second month on the bus in high school, we made up a whole story about my brother and we had like 3 people convinced about it for like 3 years. Or like, no, it was 1 year because he came to school the next year. For a whole year, we had convinced 3 people about a lie about my brother on the spot.
And they had
So I
met
feel like-
him too. Like he didn't go to school with us yet, but we had all hung out at City Place before, so they had met him before, and still, even after meeting him, they still believed us. So that's still one
wow.
of my prized works.
We made up the lie on the spot together, no context, and it worked. So if there's anything Anna can do, it's lie about a false story. And so I'm really thinking it's the Ecuador one, but I'm gonna go with the boat.
Okay, Natalie.
I don't know. I am leaning towards the bar
The
story.
bar stories, the false.
Yes. Yes, that's false.
All right, George.
yeah, I think it's the bar story too. Because we went to Busch Gardens recently, and that was one ride she was not gonna go on. The pirate ship that swings back and forth. So, and Middle school Anna definitely
Oh.
sounds nerdy in all the stories I've heard. So
Oh.
Remind me to stop telling you things. Jesus. Okay, so George, you say the bar story. Natalie, you say the bar story. And Sierra, you say the boat story.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm regretting my decision right now.
Well, it's too late. Because Natalie and George are right. I have never gotten kicked out of a bar in Ecuador
Yeah.
for speaking in English. I did speak English in a dentist's office, and therefore they charged my sister more. But yeah,
What?
yeah,
That's
No, it's because
racist.
they think Americans
Sue
are
'em.
rich, right?
yeah, partially. But yeah, that's
Oh.
the bar story was not true. And I did
All
almost
right.
fall out of the boat
Ah.
ride when I was little, and I had two younger kids with me, and I was like holding onto the bar for dear life because they
Oh
were
my
like we literally
god.
like slipped out and like we're just basically standing at one point. It was bad. So yeah, I don't go on those rides
That's
anymore
scary.
because I'm scared.
Now you're making me like scared from like not to ride those rides.
I mean, don't because carnivals and fairs they are not to be trusted.
No.
Oh yeah, they're sketch. They're very sketch.
Yeah. All right, Sierra, your turn.
Okay, so I just wrote down a bunch of truths and a bunch of lies, and I haven't grouped them together yet. So we'll see how this goes.
I hope you can tell the difference between the lies and the truths.
No, I mean like I wanted to group them together specifically to fool you guys, but I was too lazy. I didn't do that. So I'm just gonna pick random ones. I have taken ballet classes before.
Why do you say that so monotone? I have taken ballet classes before.
I'm trying to not show any emotion. This is my poker face. Thank you.
You're covering half your face with the microphone. There's no poker
Listen,
face at
I
this
want
point.
them to hear my poker face. I want them to hear my poker face.
Her poker face is literally her hiding her face because she's a terrible liar.
yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I've taken ballet classes before. I can land a kickflip, and I almost got shot by a neighbor.
Okay. Kickflip, shot by neighbor. What is with you two and guns?
Just far.
We're from the
Yeah,
streets.
we're from the streets. Thank you, Natalie.
Okay. Kickflip, almost shot by neighbor, and ballet classes. I don't know what a kickflip. Well, I know it's a skateboarding thing, but what's a Sierra? My question to you. Oh no, this is not a question I want to ask you. I'm not going to do that. Redacted or retracted, not
Yeah.
redacted.
Overruled. No, I'm kidding.
How old are you when you took that ballet class?
How old was I when I took the ballet class?
Yeah.
Young as fuck. I don't really remember, but I was probably I was probably between the ages of 5 and 7. I only took the classes up to one recital and then I stopped.
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
Why did you almost get shot by your neighbor?
It was an accident. It was an accident. And we were like kids, so like they didn't know how to use the stupid gun, and we had guns because we lived in Georgia, and it like I don't know if it misfired or if he just wasn't paying attention, but it like shot in my direction. I don't know how close it was to me, but it definitely felt like I almost got shot.
I feel like I need to Google what a kickflip is so I can, because I've seen Sierra on a skateboard before. Oh, okay. I have my answer.
For all of you guys that didn't know, that oh was George mimicking a kickflip to Anna, and then Anna seeing what a kickflip was. It wasn't just bangs on the desk.
Oh yeah, if you could hear that, that was him kickflipping with his phone. Oh my god! Quick sidebar. Do you guys remember those like those? Was it what?
The tiny ones? The tiny
Tech-X!
skateboards? Yeah.
Fingers. That's what this reminded me of.
Oh my god.
That's still a thing, by the
You
way.
just
You can buy entire fingerboard skate parks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else have a question?
I was gonna ask a question, but Anna kind of covered what I was gonna ask.
All right.
With,
So
like, with the kickflip demonstration. Oh.
No. The gun.
All right. So guesses?
So I think the lie is the ballet classes.
I think the lie is the almost getting shot. Because I'm pretty sure either you or your mom have told me that you were in ballet class for like a short period of time as a kid.
I think you almost getting shot is the lie. Final answer.
Okay, so the lie was that's my drum roll. It sucks. That I almost got shot by a neighbor.
Yeah.
Ha!
Everyone I hung out with knew gun safety. Gun safety. I don't hang out with degenerates. I am the degenerate.
I've seen you do a kickflip before. After having the demonstration, I've seen you do it. So
Wait, when?
Probably in my house.
I think it was when he
Oh.
lived in Night Circle, actually. When he lived like in the
Nice.
back of the community where like the nobody ever drove down that one street.
Yes, I'm the next Tony Hawk. Look me up.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure your mom has told me that you have done ballet.
Oh yeah, I did. I really did only do it for like what it was like 2 months. It's not that I didn't like it. I actually did like it. I just didn't like having to wake up early in the morning. It was at like 7 a.m. and I had to wear a dress and go and dance with other girls. I was like, it's too early for this. I need an afternoon class. And I never woke up for my classes and my mom got mad. So I went to my first recital. I went to my first recital and then I quit because I didn't want to wake up.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay, so after this first round, Natalie, you were in the lead with 3 points. George.
Oh, we're counting.
Yeah, I told you I was going to keep score.
Natalie is 3 for 3?
Natalie is 3 for 3, yeah.
She's hacking.
What? Yeah, I'm hacking your brains right
Yeah.
now.
And so Natalie's leading with 3. George and I, we are trailing behind with 1 apiece. And Sierra, you don't know us at all.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
You want to just keep the same order?
Yeah, at least Natalie and I are consistent, you guys. We like she consistently got right answers and I consistently got wrong ones. You know, I'm just
All right, Natalie, hit us. Hit me with your best shot.
dun, 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 fire away.
All right. You ready?
Yes, ready when you are, Natalie. Ready when you are,
Okay.
Captain.
All right. One time, my family and I were on a cruise, and there was a tsunami that happened around that time. So the ship was moving a lot. So a lot of the people were sick. So during lunchtime, we were walking through the deck where people are picking up their subs and stuff, like in that area. I got so sick that I threw up in front of these people waiting for their
No.
food. Yeah. And then I was stalked in middle school, and I cut my hair one time when I was really young to prove a point.
To prove that you could cut your hair.
Is that your question?
No, retracted. Disregard, please.
Okay, you want me to explain that one?
No, I
a
do
little
not
bit,
want to explain
or-
you to explain that one. I want you to explain yourself, Missy.
Okay.
You said you cut your hair, you barfed in front of people getting their food, and you got stalked in middle school. Who stalked you?
It was this random girl. Oh my god. The best way to describe her, she's like, you know how the music cue is like dun dun dun. This girl was huge.
Oh my god.
So she was this random girl that apparently liked me. She thought I was cute. Even though I was awkward as hell, and she would follow me all around school with her posse. Like she had a group of girls with her, and like in a sense, it felt like I was being hunted down some days.
I'm dying over here. It sounds like a group of lesbians are out to get you, bro. Like
Yes, I think it was. No, I'm serious. I think it was, but yeah, that was not a very enjoyable year in middle school. Any
Yeah.
questions?
I think I'm just really confused right now, man. My question is how did you cut your hair and what part of your hair? Like what did you use to cut your hair and what part of your hair did you cut?
So I used to wear braids a lot back then because no one really wanted to go through the hassle of taking care of my really curly, thick hair. So one day my hair was really messed up, my braids were out, and I was upset. And I told my grandma, "Can you do my hair?" But she was busy. So I was mad and I went into my mom's bedroom, got a pair of scissors, and cut the piece of hair that was sticking out in the back of my head because it was annoying me and tickling my neck.
Georgie, any questions?
You have any questions for Natalie?
I already asked her a question.
I don't have a question for Natalie now.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm gonna guess.
All right, go for it.
Because I actually don't know. That's why I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say the lie is that one about the cruise with the throwing up. I feel like I know you were on a cruise, and I know that it was moving a lot, but I don't think you threw up. Not in front of people.
That was also going to be my guess,
Okay.
but now that Sierra's saying it, I don't know if it's right.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 3 right now. So
Okay, so I think it's definitely true that you cut your hair because everybody cuts their hair when they're a kid. I think the lie is that you got stalked. Final answer.
by a group of lesbians.
A group of lesbians.
Yeah, I second that one too.
All right. Y'all want to know the lie?
Hell
Yes.
I cut my hair.
Oh shit. Wait, so you were stalked by a group of lesbians? I think I remember that.
Okay, no, I'm not saying it was a group of lesbians, but the one that the leader,
The leader.
the biggest girl, she was gay. Like she literally was asking me questions like, "So have you been with a girl before?" Like shit like that, like awkwardly in the hallways. It was weird.
Huh.
Man, I thought everybody cut their
Yeah.
hair.
Damn. I never got my hair.
I was tempted. I was tempted at one point, but I was just like, "Nah, I'm about to get my ass beat," so I didn't do it.
That's why I never did it.
Boo. Natalie, you're like the best liar because none of us have been able to guess you.
Hey, I don't know if that's a good or bad
I
thing.
don't know.
We can find out.
I told you about me being stalked.
No, yeah, I
before.
knew that
I know
one.
for sure.
Like,
I
I
told
knew
you.
that one was true, but for some reason, like cutting your hair, I also knew like you wouldn't cut your hair. But like I feel like you would cut your hair sooner before you throw up in front of a group of people on a boat. Like
Oh no, I really did throw up in front of.
That's
Yeah, I really
gross.
did. Like, it was during one of those tsunamis that happened like back in in Asia, like in 2008, like 2008
28.
or something. I don't know.
2028.
Sorry,
Confirmed. Natalie's a
I
time
was gonna say
traveler.
2010.
BC?
I was gonna say like 2010, but I'm like, no, it was earlier than that.
Wait,
But yeah.
Natalie, did you ever tell the story about you being stalked while I was present?
I kind of did. Wait, were you
I
not
don't
there?
know what time you're talking about. But like I feel like why I hesitated so much to give my answer because I was gonna go with the tsunami one. Regardless, I would have been wrong. But I didn't want to say the stalking one because I vaguely remember you saying that. Like you were either telling me the story or telling the story around me.
I think
Maybe.
she told it, but not
Maybe.
specific.
Not
Like
specifically.
I think I
thought was
remember
one
it was like
lesbian.
at her birth. It was at her birthday party. Yeah, she probably didn't mention the lesbian part. You know.
Oh, were we
Yeah,
drunk?
we were probably
Yeah,
drunk.
maybe
Remember.
that's.
Drink responsibly, kids.
Yeah, drink
We're all
responsibly.
of age.
Yes. Disclaimer: we're all older than 21.
Thank you, Natalie. Who's next?
George. Oh no. Yeah, George. We were going in a circle. Oh no, okay, it's my turn. Cut that out. Alright, it's my okay, so George, I think you're gonna have to not answer this. Yeah, guess last. Okay. In college, I used to have to watch Frozen after every scary movie, no matter what time of night it was. When I was a kid, I wouldn't let them hit the pinata at my birthday parties, so my mom would have to save me the head. And as a kid, I once bit my dentist because I got mad that he kept asking me questions while he was like had all the tools in my mouth.
Whoa.
I think I know this one, but I'm only like 85% sure, and I've also gotten every single other question wrong.
So that means nothing.
How hard did you bite your dentist, and did he drop a tool in your mouth when you did it?
No, he didn't drop a tool in my mouth when I did it. But I did bite him. Well, I was like 5 or 6. So I bit him as hard as I could for a 5 or 6-year-old. So I don't know if he
feel
bled,
like-
though. I don't think he did.
I think the reason why I keep getting these questions wrong is because I ask questions that like really does not help with the answer like at all.
Wait. So you said the dentist, you bit your dentist. The pinata, you don't like pinatas being hit. And then what was the other one?
In college, I used to watch Frozen after every scary movie. So I could go to sleep.
Okay.
I think I definitely, I think I know this one.
George, do you know the answer to this? Yeah. Well, you do not seem very confident.
I know at least one of these is true, and I keep struggling with the other two.
Okay, I have a question. For how many years or how many birthdays did you ask your mom, or did your mom have to hide or not keep you from seeing people hit the piñata and give you the head? I guess. For
I
how
think
long?
it was when I was like little, and didn't realize that that was the point. I think it was until it was like 5 or so, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, huh. I'm gonna say. Shit, I'm between two answers. Oh
Her
my god, now my
dog,
dog's
bro.
barking. Yeah, it's pissing me off. I say the lie is. Ah, fuck. Damn,
You want us to come back to you?
this is hard. I'm between two. Yeah, I'm between two
Okay,
of them.
Sierra, you go.
I think the lie is I forget which one. I forget what you said, but I know it was the second one.
The one about the pinata,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pinata one. That's a lie.
Natalie.
All right, I'm gonna go with the piñata.
Pinata. Okay, we got 2 pinatas.
Yeah.
George, what's the answer?
The dentist.
The dentist is the lie.
Damn it!
Damn it.
That was my other one. Because
See,
I
both of
remember you
those-
told me that thing
Those
about
things are
Frozen.
ridiculous. Those things are both of them are ridiculous. So I'm like, damn, which one sounds more outlandish?
when,
And it was
so
like,
when Frozen came out, like I was tasked with literally always being there when she would watch that shit. And then we sat through a
Aw.
night watching all of the Saw movies, and every single time we were going to bed, she had to at least watch part of it.
Yeah, I love Frozen.
Yeah, I knew that one.
But the pinata
Let it
one
go.
is
Oh.
true. When I was a kid, whenever they would start to do the pinata thing, like they would, line the kids up and everybody would start to hit it, and then I would start crying my eyes out because I'd be like, "No, you can't hurt him! You can't hurt him!" So my mom would take me inside so that the children could beat the crap out of the pinata and get their candy, and then she would just like cut off the head, like really like cartel style, and just give it to me afterward while all the kids had their candy. So then I would just happily walk around with the head of the pinata. I have pictures of it. It's really cute because I was an adorable child.
So you're the reason why pinatas turned into string draws and stuff.
Maybe.
That's what threw me for a loop. Is because like you said, I didn't like when people hit the pinata, and I was like, oh yeah, I could believe that. And then you said, so my mom saved me the head. I was like,
Yeah,
how was that
that's the
better?
part that
Like
that's the
you
part
just
I'm
carried
like,
around just the
whoa.
head. Like
Yep.
The head would scare me more than the hitting. Like, I don't know.
but I guess.
I never said it wasn't dark. But yeah, that's how we got through my birthday parties when I was a kid.
All right,
George,
George.
you ready?
All right. So I visited 6 states and 1 other country. I ran into a glass door at the dentist once when I was 8.
Those damn dentists.
Damn dentist.
Yeah.
And I've broken my ankle twice.
Ooh.
Twice?
Breaking your ankle.
George. Twice.
Okay.
Was it the No, that's not my question.
You've broken your ankle twice. You've run into a glass door at the dentist's office. And what was the first one?
I visited 6 states and 1 other country.
6 states and 1 other country. All right, I know one.
I'm not gonna go for a question. I'm not gonna go for a question because it don't help me at all. I'm gonna say the one about the states and the country. I think you've been to more than one other country.
Okay, so that's the final answer there.
That's my final answer, Tom. Thank you.
I have a question. Was it the same ankle?
Yeah,
That was my question.
it was skateboarding, so it was the front foot. So I ride regular, so it's my left foot.
Wow. I didn't even know you skateboarded. I just learned something new
Really?
about
Oh.
you.
I
Yeah.
used to ride
How-
bikes like BMX and do tricks and shit.
He brought up his BMX bike.
Yeah.
A skateboard is only 6 inches off the ground.
George is very talented when it comes to hurting himself.
I
Breaking
really am.
things.
But I used to do like flatland tricks and stuff like that. So kick flips, varials, stuff like that. I used to love doing those type of tricks. I never like actually going to the parks.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I don't do ramps. Ramps are scary.
Yeah.
I need to stay firmly on the ground.
I have a question. Did you have to wear a cast for your ankle?
Yeah. But this was middle school around there. So I just stayed home, and this was like during summer.
Oh, man, I don't know about that one because we talk about broken bones a lot, but it's normally about how I've broken my bones. Yeah, I broke my arm. And my nose was
You've
broken
broken your
multiple
bones,
times,
Anna?
according. not purposely break my nose.
I mean, the surgery kind of purposely breaking your nose.
Yeah, but I didn't count that in the multiple times I broke my nose. When I actually went to get my nose fixed, they were like, "Yeah, your nose is broken at least 3 times," and just just fixed itself. Because that's what happens with the nose. Unless it's like really jacked up, it'll just basically grow back or fuse to however it is now.
And I figured it out. Maybe that's why you're scared of pinatas.
Oh my god.
I'm not scared of pinatas. I'm scared of what the people are doing to the pinatas.
Exactly, because
You don't like
felt it.
abuse. She
You have
doesn't like
felt it.
abuse.
I mean, not many people like abuse.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay, I don't know because I feel like the dentist story is true, but I don't know if that was you or your brother.
I forgot his brother. That sounds way more like his brother.
Yeah, right? Shout out to Alex.
Yo, George doesn't like run though, so like I feel like he'd be moving slow enough to where he would see the glass before he hit it.
I actually did run track and cross country.
No, I mean like you're not like an energetic. Like I could see Anna running into a window. Like she's an energetic kid, you know.
Oh my
Like you're not like
God.
an energetic like person, you know.
I think before I get roasted more, I think that the lie is that you've broken your ankle twice because I don't think you've ever been in a cast. Final answer.
Natalie, you're up.
I'm gonna go with the ankle breaking.
Well, yeah, you guys are right.
Yeah.
How come I'm never right, man?
Wait, what answer did you give, Sierra?
Yeah, I guess the 6 states.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, God, like I might have broken my ankle twice, but I never actually went to the doctors, and it was during summer, so like I just stayed in bed or at home and just kept weight off of it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my.
and like if you ever look at me when I walk, like my left foot, like it kind of dangles when I step. So.
See, these are all things that I vaguely remember you mentioning, and unless you like severely injured yourself, you're not going to the doctor. Like I know you. Wait, but has your brother run into the door at the dentist?
No, that was me. So my brother was actually getting his teeth cleaned, and they had like a big like window, and like the desk itself was really low, and he had a door to go into the section where they're like working on the patients. And my mom calls me over, and I'm like running over, and I don't see the clear ass fucking glass door, and bang my head into it. Like forehead was red as shit. Like I was
Oh
scared.
my
Like,
God.
Full speed.
That's amazing.
And then yeah, I've gone to Canada twice, and I've stayed in Athens in Georgia, DC, New York, Vegas, and Cali as well.
George, you never been to Puerto Rico?
It doesn't Puerto Rico count as a
Well,
state?
I didn't want to say that as a state, so
That's a
You got me on
not a state,
politics.
it's a
Ah.
technically.
Yeah.
But
You got me on politics. I'll give you that.
I forgot that you went to Canada. I was counting Puerto Rico as the country. Yeah.
I was counting Canada.
Oh, that's funny. I could have. Have you told me that story about the dentist before?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was your brother.
Shout out to
I
Alex.
thought it was both. I thought it was both of you then. All right, Sierra.
Oh,
It's
it's
you to close us
me.
off. Before we
Heck
start
yeah.
this last round, Natalie, you are in the lead with 4. George and I are tied with 2 apiece, and Sierra still has nothing and will remain to have
my.
nothing because she can't guess her own.
Oh, man.
So Sierra, you lose.
No, I win. That's a perfect score. All right. So I have won a turkey shoot.
Like shooting a turkey.
You might need clarification on what that is. But I
That's
have
why
won
I
a
said
turkey
like shooting
shoot.
a turkey.
It's basically a turkey shoot. It's not shooting a turkey, but a turkey is one of the things you can win if you win. So it's called a turkey shoot because you're shooting for the prize of a turkey. But it's basically like a shooting contest used with guns. So I've won a turkey shoot before.
Okay.
I've laid down a motorcycle, and I have one. Laid down means like, I guess technically crashed, but I didn't crash it. I just slid. And then won a bull riding contest at a state fair. Won a turkey shoot, won a bull riding contest, and laid down a motorcycle.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot for my answer. I'm not even gonna ask.
Oh,
No
wow.
questions?
So
Um,
my answer is gonna be the bull riding because you don't have that coordination. So
What? I
But
know
does it really
exactly how to
take that
ride a
much
bull.
coordination to just hold on for dear life?
coordination.
Someone used
I
their question to ask me how I won the bull riding contest.
I have a
Did you cheat? That's not my question, by the way. That's not my question.
um. Which state fair did you win this bull riding thing?
Georgia, duh.
Which state fair? No. Actually, I never went to a state fair in Georgia. I don't know why. I think it was too far away. But it was in Delaware. One of the summers I used to go to Delaware every single summer. Like middle school, kind of high school, not really. And that's when I was Delaware. I don't know how old I
Okay.
was. It was one of the summers.
Wait, someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is not for you. This is not a question for you, Sierra. But did she say that she won a bull riding contest at a state fair?
Yes.
She did say that, and she just said she's
Yeah.
never been to a state fair
No.
In Georgia.
in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which state fair did I win it at? Because she knows that I've been to multiple state fairs, and my
Oh.
answer was Delaware. One of the summers that I went to visit my cousins.
Okay. My question to you is: a turkey shoot. You said that you have to actually shoot. I'm asking for just for clarification. Like you're actually
Oh, it's
shooting to
a
win the turkey, right?
shoot a gun at a target from a specified distance away. Yes.
I feel like Sierra knows how to shoot. How good is her aim to win? I don't know. Because I know your parents have gone to shooting ranges before, and your mom has one. No, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
It was not at a range. This was in. Actually, why am I giving you clarification when you didn't know?
okay, I'm gonna go with the bull riding one too. Unless she tricked me, trying to get my points.
You didn't ask the question, so.
All right. I'm gonna go with the bull riding.
All right, we're all three putting our chips on bull.
On bull riding?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was a lie.
I'm
so bad at lying.
Yeah. You know why? Because you said bull ride. I thought bullshit.
Oh, thanks, Natalie.
Gotta do it for the puns.
But I actually do know how to win a bull riding contest. I just never have because I suck. George is right. It's really hard.
Oh man, I was giving you too much credit.
But I do know how. I do know how. Like, in theory, I could do it. But, like, my body is like, nah.
I literally watched you bull ride in the South Florida Fair like a couple months ago, and that did not go well.
Why are you putting me on blast in front of my
Expose her,
friends?
Natalie, expose her.
Want to know what's funny about that is I asked the guy, I was like, yeah, I think I did pretty good because you're supposed to get to like 10 seconds or something. And I got to like 5.4. And I was like, yeah, I did pretty good. I got halfway there. And then he was like, yeah, the average is 6 seconds. I was like, God damn it.
Oh, he called you below average.
But I
Wow.
did win a turkey shoot one time. So the way they did it, it was 10 people. You had to shoot 100 feet, which I almost said yards, and that's like hella far. But 100 feet, and it was with a shotgun, the buckshot. So you know it does the pellets, and it's
Yeah.
whichever pellet you can get closest to the middle. And I was 12, and I beat out 9 grown men, and I won a half a ham. I won a half a
Damn.
ham.
So how big of a turkey?
She just said
A
she
half
won
a ham.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep that in. Such a big turkey, George. It was a huge turkey, man.
It was so big it turned into a different animal. Oh god.
See,
Well-
and I knew it wasn't the bike because I rode your bike home that night.
Yeah,
worked
you
out
guys all
alright.
know about that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did you
I-
ride my
I
bike
knew that
home
you
that
slid
night?
your bike.
You rode my bike home that night?
Well, it wasn't that. I don't think it was that night. I think it was the day after that we had.
Yeah, to test it.
Yeah, because that was what do you call it? When I tried to fix it in your parking lot too.
Yeah. It's to make sure nothing was wrong with it. But yeah, I went down. I was going like 40. I hit some gravel.
On an exit off 95.
Yeah, on an
Yeah,
exit
I
ramp
was
out
with you. I was
95.
there too.
Yeah. I got some gnarly scars, man.
Oh, that sounds right.
I got road rash and I was wearing so many layers. Because it was cold that day. Well, cold for Florida, I guess. And cold for going 80 miles an hour. And I had a pair of shorts, 2 pairs of jean pants, steel-toed boots, a shirt, 2 long sleeve shirts, and 2 hoodies. and I still got road rash, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your side was like jacked for so long.
Oh, it was
And then-
jacked. Imagine if I wasn't wearing protective clothing and I didn't even hit my head because I like the way I laid it down is I almost had control of it. So like when I hit, I lifted my head and I didn't even hit my head, but I got all shoulder and all hip, and that shit hurt.
Yeah, I remember you gave me the keys for it and everything, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll drop it off at your place, and you handed me your gloves, and you had like regular like winter gloves, like the cheap like $5 ones, and you had a hole on the back of it.
Yeah, that was wild.
Good times, guys.
I still ride. You gotta fall. Unless you fall, then you won't have the confidence to keep riding. That's a lie, I think. But like, once you fall, you're not scared anymore.
All right, well, we've learned some new things today. Natalie, you are the wiener. You got almost all of
Wow.
them right. You win with 5 points. You get the crown for the bestest of friend.
Yo. Nice.
You're adding some like confetti or like fanfare
Like-
music.
She's the bestest friend, and she's known us all the shortest amount of time.
For real.
So do we just not care about each other then?
Yeah, we're
You're
just like,
no,
ah,
the statute of limitations for me to remember things about you is expired.
yeah. It's like, oh, that didn't happen 4 years ago? All right, cool.
So Natalie, you win with 5 points. George and I, we tied for second with 3 points. Sierra, you got 4th place. I'm not even going to give you points because you got 0 points. I'm giving you
Federal.
points. All right. On that note, thank you guys so much for listening and letting us be a part of your day. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram. It's at Peeps Podcast, so you never miss a chance to come hang out with us. You can also catch us on YouTube. It's at Peeps in a Podcast. If you're listening from YouTube, the links to our podcast, Instagram, and all of our individual social medias will be in the description box below. There we go. Alrighty, we'll see you guys, or you'll hear our voices next time. Bye.
Ta-ta!
Bye, guys.
Later.